Hello and welcome to Penn. Today we will be looking at a usual timeless 4-card spread, and I come up with these little ideas and they kind of build in my head, and I want to read tarot about them. So today I was thinking of something a little more light-hearted, something more positive after some heavy reads. And what's come to my mind is something I haven't done before, so I'm going to try it. Is what direction is the universe nudging you towards? Even so, you might have an idea, you might know exactly what you want to do, or there might be something in your underlying energy that you haven't considered before. And that's what I thought about doing today after the cards have been nudging me to read. So let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to start with Aries as usual. I'm going to do an Aries read. Where is the universe nudging you towards, Aries? What messages do the cards have for our Aries collective today? Where's the universe nudging you towards? Cards a nice shuffle. I want to thank you for joining me today, and let's see what messages the cards have for you. What messages do the cards have for our Aries collective? 5 of Wands. This is the change that I'm speaking about. Change in the form of a little conflict there. Actually, I want to take this as a shadow. Aries, the universe is seeing that you currently have a lot going on. I'm kind of seeing it as the direction you're going in towards is maybe even a work from home, like a new direction, work from home. There's less of a crowd, there's less of, say, everyday competition. And with the Chariot here, it's very triumphant, but what else can the Chariot tell us? What else can we see here? There's everyday busyness. There is the opportunity. The external environment is promising that the time has come to invest, to make your move. It's all a lot of wands, so it's a lot of passionate energy. And I definitely get the sense that you're ready to work in a less cluttered environment. There seems to be a lot of competition, not enough order. There seems to be a lining of say, I won't say lanes, but say aligning of the universe to make it happen. A straightening of the chaos, straightening out of the chaos. It's maybe it's something that you've never considered, but maybe it's something that you need to bring forward. You need to take the action and take the steps to be working in a less chaotic environment, and maybe even looking for a new working area, working space, somewhere where you can do your work without distraction. And when you put your things down, you know you can come straight back to it. So that's the message I have for you, Aries, that you might need to reevaluate your working environment. How should I say it? Clear it out somewhat, so it's more a space you call your own, and you need to make the initial requests or initial invites for it to happen. Maybe this, as I said, you didn't consider this before. But with the Chariot here, it's a very triumphant outcome. So if you are looking at moving in a new direction, the universe is going to help you. And that's the message I have for you, Aries. Moving on to Taurus. I'm a little bit scattered today. If you want to hear why, you can stick around to the end, and maybe I'll share my story. Let's see after the Sagittarius read. And this message is for Taurus, not for me. In which direction is the universe nudging you, Taurus? Is it something you are aware of and ignoring? Or is it something you are completely unaware of? But what doors are ready to open for you, Taurus collective? What good changes are coming your way after the heavier energies of the past reads? Let's lighten our moods and focus on what's good for us. In which direction is the universe nudging you towards, Taurus? What message do the cards have for Taurus today? What messages do the cards have for Taurus? The Sun in reverse. This is your current energy, Taurus. It's just not very positive. Well, you have 2 tens right here. 2 of the best tens. If you want tens in abundance, you want the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. And then here with clarity. is the clarity. This is the key to unlock the mental mind. Okay. The Sun in reverse here is telling me that you are putting up a very brave face, but you're not really happy where you are. With the Ten of Cups and then the Ten of Pentacles, I'm kind of getting the suggestion that you're saying, well, this is the offer, but I think it could be better. And if that's the case, and you have the vision in your mind, and you create the clarity, if you go in with the right strategy and you use your let's say your keenest insight, then you do have the opportunity to increase what you already have. I'd love to clarify the Sun in reverse. Maybe it is a sense of, okay, fake it till you make it is a little bit too cliche, but I'm just thinking that like, maybe it's like you need to put a lick of paint on and clean the gutters out and clean up the yard a bit, and you know, you can actually make your surroundings look quite a lot better. Let's say, for example, you want to sell property. That could be a way of going about it. Nothing sneaky and no hiding things, but there is a sense of a little bit of a facade here. But there is no doubt that the clarity is coming in, the clarity you need. So I say, Taurus, if there's an idea that you have that you haven't told anybody, that maybe you haven't really seriously considered, give it some thought. Give it some real thought, because your outcome is all about thought. And it could quite possibly be yours. You don't have it until you build the mental picture. There's no direction. There's no real movement. It's just a kind of wafty thought. So put some mental grease to find your clarity, to improve your circumstances, because it's where the universe is nudging you. Though where you're not really that happy. But maybe it's a case of you're not happy, but you're still fighting the good fight. So, in other words, keep going, build that mental picture, and see what the universe has in store for you. Trust that the universe has helped you build that picture. Put some thought into that, what you really want. Because until you decide what you really want, you're not going to get it. There's a magician. Okay, we're going on to Gemini. And before I even start, I want to say a special thank you and shout out to my 2 vocal Gemini subscribers, and I really appreciate you. So I hope you're back. But that's not going to alter my message, because this is a collective reading and you are my collective. So thank you. Thank you for your encouragement, and thank you for your support. In which direction is the universe nudging Gemini? What messages do the cards have for our Gemini collective? What messages do the cards have for our Gemini collective? In which direction is the universe nudging you right now, Gemini? In which direction is the universe nudging you towards? Is it something you are aware of, not aware of? What is the good changes? There was the Fool in reverse, so that's a little bit of an ego warning. Can also say that be wary of jumping in. Gemini, where is the universe nudging you towards? I think I'm going to have to shuffle these cards again. Get a good shuffle in here for Gemini. A good shuffle and a short, accurate message. Okay, Gemini. Oh, okay, we've got the Four of Cups. Just trying to think if I haven't given any energies for the other reads. I'm sorry, I'm going to go without energies today. And I have had a bit of a bad day, but I'm not allowing it to stop me from coming in and reading cards in front of the camera. For you, my dear subscribers, and for me. I appreciate you. Okay, lots of cups here. Wow. Okay, are you in the love game? What direction is the universe nudging you towards? Well, I'd be a fool if I didn't say towards a potential love connection that's going to be very satisfying and provide you with that safety net environment that I guess everybody really wants. So I think it was Leo that had a similar read where there was this King of Cups energy waiting on a very disinterested person. Finding it difficult to get onto the same page. And as I said to Leo, and I can't help but see it again here, is it's quite obvious you either don't know this even exists, or you just really not interested. But the external factor is the King of Cups, and we can't ignore that. That's a very stable, loving, high emotional IQ person. I can't say environment here. It's not pointing at all towards an environment. Okay. Then here we have what you haven't considered is the Two of Cups. Like, have you considered this? Is this somewhere lurking deep within? And have you considered this union? Because it's very, very promising. The white picket fence, the kids and the bicycles. Although I'm way past the kids and the bicycles. So Gemini, have a little look-see at the potential of this King of Cups energy. Somebody who, and perhaps give them a different sort of analysis. What would you call it? Scrutiny. A little bit of looking a little closer. Coming changes. Keep an eye out. Lot of cups energy, but I'm not going to be going into energies today because I didn't do it for the first two signs, and I'm not going to start again. So that's what I have for you. Incoming connection that can prove to be very emotionally stable. I mean, that doesn't mean that it's all about the physical. This is a very emotional connection with somebody that's very emotionally stable, and it promises to bring about a lot of peace and harmony. So that's the good stuff I'm searching for today. Lovely read there, Gemini, as usual. Okay, Cancer. Moving on to our Cancer collective. Thank you, Cancer, for clicking on Penn Tarot and joining me today for this little tarot card reading. In which direction is the universe nudging Cancer towards? Are you aware of it? Are you unaware of it? In which direction is the universe nudging you towards, Cancer? What messages do the cards have for our Cancer collective today? What messages do cards have for our Cancer collective today? This quick message. Right. Oh. Okay. Cancer, ready and willing to dive right in there. Into where, Cancer? Okay, this looks somewhat like a contract. So you see the potential and you're kind of waiting for the actual signing of the contract, because this is giving me very high working out, negotiations, and an external energy. So I'm seeing a contract in the making. And I kind of see you thinking, well, what's done is done. This is it. Don't tend to think it's necessarily negative, because with the Judgment there is a promise of like an upgrade of your position. And then our outcome is the Ten of Swords. Oh, sorry if you can hear my tummy grumbling. It's been a little bit of a busy day. The outcome is the Ten of Swords. And that is telling me that the old cycle is closing. The breakthrough and all the heavy mental anguish, the climax has been reached. It's done. There's no more to come. It's over. And now it's up to you to look into the sunset. It's time to get up and look into the sunset. It's when you take two snapshots and you overlay them. Can you see the same background there? This golden sun is rising, and you're gonna get up and get ready for that next step. You packed your bags. You've got everything ready. See? And that's what messages the cards have for you. Something you have been actively aware of and unsure of the outcome. The outcome is a new start. And that's the message I have for you, Cancer. And I'm going to reiterate the Judgment card here. The Judgment card is about change of position. And it also, there's a sense of you can do no more. You're capable of that. And let it be. Stop questioning. And that's good stuff coming in. I do see a signing of a contract, and I'd like to know in future days, excuse my grumbly tummy, I'd like to know in future days if you actually have signed papers. We're moving on to Leo. Leo. Let's have a look. Okay, we did just have that. It was with a Judgment. Leo. What messages do the cards have for you, Leo? What messages do cards have for you, Leo? In which direction is the universe nudging you towards? Are you aware of it? Are you blind to it? What messages do the cards have for our Leo collective today? Something nice and bright, a light energy after some heavy readings. We all go through the ups and downs of life. And it's okay to have a cry. It's okay to go through that grieving process, but then we have to rise up for a new day and see a new sun. In other words, we can't wallow in self-pity forever. And so we're asking the cards today to direct us in the direction of some positive changes, some new doors opening. In which direction is the universe nudging you, Leo? In which direction is the universe nudging you, Leo? Okay, we've got a little Seven of Swords energy there. Kind of getting the idea that you're a little closed off to the idea. We've got the Two of Cups in the shadow area again. Alrighty. The Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, this is not the sunniest energy I can say. But if you are struggling with a colleague, yeah. They're going to end up with egg on their face. Let's put it nice and gentle. Let's not go in for the vicious here, but the universe sees your struggle. And they're not too worried about you because you can take care of yourself. But there is somebody that is in your energy. I'm looking at this as an external energy. It's a Leo card, but let's put it this way. This person is trying to steal your show. I'll put it in those terms for you. They're stealing your limelight. They casting a shadow. And you just can't see eye to eye. But their ill intentions are going to land them in their ill intention is that what they're planning for you is going to happen to them. That's what I see here. The hole that they're digging for you, they're going to fall in. So the only way I can see this is that you have a burden, but that burden is going to take care of themselves. So just carry on looking after yourself. Carry on warding off the say the negative energy that's been directed at you. Just look past it. It's a lesson. It's always a lesson that what goes on the outside does not have to interfere with our internal stability. And that's a little short and sweet message that I have for you. Somebody that has intentionally been trying to sideline you is going to fall into the very hole that they're digging for you. So let's hope they didn't plan something too severe, because that's going to be their medicine. That's the message I have for you, Leo. I'm not doing energies and zodiac signs. Quick little run through today. Virgo. Wounded warrior there. Battle weary. What messages do the cards have for our Virgo collective today? In which direction is the universe nudging you, Virgo? We're going to have a look at them. We're not going to take them out though. Well, actually, we're going to take them out. There's 4 beautiful cards here. And just for the fun of it, we'll have a look. Okay, we've got the Death in reverse. It's a little bit of a struggle to move on from the past, which is part of our theme today. That the Death card to me is that space between the old and the new, the void, the can't see the light. And I'm going to look at it as a little bit of a shadow energy because it's the bottom of the deck. It's Virgo. There's an entrepreneurial spirit about you. It's definitely the person who manages business at home and home very well. You build your empire. You're comfortable in your empire, and you need some excitement every now and again. And right now the world is boring and a burden. And so whether you're aware of it or not, you're looking at what changes can I bring into my life. The reality of the experience now is it's too burdensome. It's all ones as well, so it's all about how you're feeling inspired and motivated. There's like a lagging motivation and a longing to start something new. And if that's the case, then put some serious thought into it, you know. You can get this going, you can get it started, you have all the capabilities. The King of Wands, resources are available, charisma and magnetism, you have that ability to get something off the ground. And everything comes with a cost. So maybe this is stable and sure, and stepping out away from that is a bit of a risk. But you know, if you don't try, you never know. So with the Page of Pentacles in reverse here, it's looking like a little wasted opportunity, like a little squandering of that potential energy that has room to grow. It's like, look into an investment properly before you just write it off. Also, you don't have to go in full guns blazing. It could be something that you just like have on the side, and then you keep an eye on it, and then you see how it's growing for you. And if it carries on growing, then you invest more. But right now, if you don't seize this opportunity, there seems to be that it won't always be available, put it that way. And as I've been saying, we're not reading any energies today because Aries and Taurus don't get any. So don't be afraid to explore a little. It doesn't mean an investment, but if there's an investment opportunity, a little opportunity for something new and intriguing and stimulating, then do it. Don't waste it. Don't have to go in with everything you got. Okay, Libra, we are on to you next. Thank you for clicking on Penn Tarot today. I appreciate your view and your support. And a view is just a little thumbs up, in my opinion, a little bit of encouragement. A little sip of water. And we'll get to our Libra collective. In which direction is the universe nudging you towards, Libra? In which direction is the universe nudging you towards, Libra? Let's have a look at what the cards have for you today. Okay, we've got the King of Pentacles. That's a lovely, strong card. We're going to take it. Okay. Okay. Libra, you're currently sitting in a very nice, strong position. You seem to have made a lovely space for yourself. You've got resources available. You have comfort. You have all the good things that the earth signs love. Sitting very pretty. But your external environment is very closed off. They perhaps viewing you as too risky. You're a bit of a risk. And it's like all your attention now is focused on this closed off energy. All the energy around it seems quite clear and bright, and it's productive energy. But this energy is very, introverted. It's like they are intentionally not seeing you. So that's actually a good sign. If somebody's intentionally not seeing you, it might mean that they kind of do want to approach, but they just don't quite have the approach yet. They haven't quite come up with the strategy, and they don't want to look foolish. Do not want to look foolish. Want to make sure everything is perfectly lined up before they even have a little peeky. So, let's have a look at something you may not quite have, the energy that you may not quite have seen yourself is the Page of Cups. I've always seen the Page of Cups as a very favorable energy. It's like a little good omen popping up. So in this position, I'm seeing it as this like ingenious idea that comes to mind. It's like, this is the perfect text. This is just going to this is just gonna be the cherry on top. It's gonna bring me what I want. So there's going to be this little aha moment of what to do, just how to gently go in there with this, just this very sweet little approach. It's also a very honest approach. So it seems like you're not just going in as you normally would. You're taking a sort of, here we are at the 7 outcome. You are reevaluating everything as it's happened out before you. You see the harvest. It's not quite ready yet, and it's like there's this little aha moment. I'm saying it's like there's going to be this little aha. That's it, eureka! I found it. It's going to be that kind of moment. But it's the energies that you're operating in and that you're facing are completely different to where you currently are. So let's say how you currently express yourself, your usual self. I'd say the universe is nudging you to try a slightly different approach than you normally do. This is maybe played down. You see it for what it is. You like what you see. There's a harvest promised. Your work here is done. And it's like that time when you're going to say, okay, now it's ready. It's ready, and this is my haul. This is my collection. This is my loot. This is my opportunity. So the universe is nudging you to maybe try a different approach than you normally would, for the good change to come in. So start to enjoy the harvest with very beautiful, good intention there. King of Swords was at the bottom of the deck there, but we already took out a shadow. So that's the message I have for you, Libra. I see that you're coming in very strong and stable. The person that you are working with, they're not very open, and so the universe is saying, try a softer, gentler approach, and you will find favor. You will find favor in that sort of smaller me energy. Humble, some humble. It's like also there's the confidence of, I know who I am, I know what I have, I know where my focus is. So there's very much stability to this change. It's very promising. It's promising of having created something and pursuing it. Okay. Scorpio, on to you next. In which direction is the universe nudging our Scorpio collective today? In which direction is the universe directing the Scorpio collective? And what messages do the cards have for you, Scorpio? Okay. We're asking for the good stuff. We're asking for the good changes. But the Eight of Swords to Temperance, that suggests a lot of growth. So we'll focus on that, Scorpio. What I'm seeing here, I'm seeing here that playing it safe is going to kind of backfire. And this is all about, how I see this is that where you think you're going to play it safe, and you should actually put some more sort of, once again I'm going to say your focus should be more on, let's say, what your final outcome, your strong investments, your planning, your good judgment, your excuse me, it all manifests with those things. This big lifestyle manifests with a vision, the picture you build in your mind. So I kind of see the universe is warning you here, saying, if you go too small, it's not going to work out for you. And maybe it's even, it's maybe, here I'm seeing the universe is strongly saying, who are you and what do you want? What is going to bring you to that place where it's not external, sorry if you can hear the helicopter, it's not the external environment or the material world that ultimately brings happiness. It's really is the bringing of the two together, the balancing of the ego and the soul. That's what temperance is all about. It's like, yes, patience, of course patience, but it's all about that self-mastery where you rise above your external environment, situations, relationships. You bring about an inner balance where nothing throws you off your groove. Even when around you is crazy, even when around you is all doubt, bad outcomes, you know, just negative thinking, even if that's surrounding you, the universe is saying to you, build a bigger picture in your mind for what you want. When you start doing that, that's when the pieces start coming together. Like that's when the what do you call it, when you put two together and then you have this like reaction. That's when it happens, is when you bring the pieces together, you actually start acting with them. It's practice. It's called practice when you start being very mindful. Because you're always going to have these struggles. And the real answer is changing your perspective towards them. Don't allow them to dampen your spirits. Don't allow them to throw you off your groove. Don't allow them to see yourself as small and inhibited. The universe is a vast expanse. And the universe is saying to you today, go within, bring those scattered pieces together and form magic. But don't go out there, imposter syndrome, and say what you think people want to hear you say and cave into what other people, because it's a warning against it. If you don't work on your true authentic self, as cliche as that is, you're always going to be in turmoil. And you have the potential now to create what you want. And isn't that a wonderful thing to think about? And it can start with small, like it's very hard to let's say manifest a new job. It's very hard to start saying, oh, I'm so blessed and I got this and I got me that and my shit together, when you're not really feeling it on the inside. So don't think those things, don't worry yourself on them. Start small. And really the very lowest rung of this ladder is self-affirmation. It's the lowest entry level to a mindful practice. How do you speak to yourself? And if you say, no, I don't speak to myself, that's not quite true, because we all speak to ourselves constantly. It's probably the biggest voice we hear all day. And I would suggest, if you're not used to affirmations and you are struggling, I really do suggest some light-hearted self-affirmations in the mirror as a start. And I want to urge you that if you can't see your own beauty, who is going to see your beauty? If you don't believe in the product yourself, who is going to believe in the product? There's this kind of deer in a headlights situation where you give off this vibration that you're not aware of, and everyone else can see it. They're not quite aware. They're not aware of exactly what's ticking on your mind, but there's this energy that you give off that sends a signal to them, directly to them. It says there's a problem here. And so already you're off to a wonky start. So start with the looking in the mirror. Even if you don't like what you see, that's all the more reason to look in the mirror. And I'm going to share that for everybody, because that is where real progress starts, is when we start talking to ourselves properly. And that's what I say, bottom rung energy. Okay, we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. In which direction is the universe nudging you? What messages do the cards have for you, Sagittarius? In which direction is the universe nudging you towards? Sagittarius, the messages for you today. In which direction is the universe nudging you towards, Sagittarius? A Sagittarius collective. Thank you for clicking on Penn Tarot today. I appreciate your view. Right. Sagittarius. What messages do the cards have for you today? In which direction is the universe nudging you? Okay, we've got the little page of cups again. I like the page of cups. Sorry about the helicopter, it seems to be very busy today. Okay. Let's see here, Sagittarius. You currently, I'd say you're looking at things so positively, and you're willing to learn. You are still still a small energy. There's nothing really invested, but you are looking at something with interest, and you do want to make this movement towards your, let's say, your heart's desire. So you seem to be aware of this nudging. There seems to be somebody coming into your energy, in your external energy, that is waiting for that cup you're holding. That cup is going to complete their 10, and it's going to take them out of that single energy. So I don't know who's going to make the move, but it might just be you, Sagittarius, because you're the one holding the cup. But it's followed here by the Four of Wands. Now this is your safe harbor. This is your safe space. This is the promise of something really beautiful. This is going to be like kind of have you considered a new home, or is a new home something that you need to look at? Well, the universe is nudging you in that direction, and it's a promising harvest. This might be like a live-in position where you add to the team in some way, but you're definitely being pushed to a new environment here, one that's expectant of you. It's like they're waiting for you. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that the answer to prayer? And it's got a lot of promise to it here. You have put in the work, and now it's time for the returns. It's time for the harvest. Sevens, reflection, reevaluation. That's promised. It's almost like you will be given a choice. This will be handed to you for you to decide. That's the message I have for you today, Sagittarius, that you have the cup that this place here is missing. And you will soon see it. You might not be looking at it right now, but it's promised, it's coming. So trust. 11:11, trust the universe. Trust that the universe has a beautiful plan for you. Might not be the plan that you thought it was going to be, but you know, that's the joy about a garden, is that it well, it really depends on what you put into it. It takes watering and pruning and weeding and a lot of work, and once that work is done, it's done, and then you reap the harvest. And that's a promise to you, Sagittarius, so claim it. The universe is nudging you in the direction of a new space, a new wish fulfillment. And Capricorn, in which direction is the universe nudging you, Capricorn? Which direction is the universe nudging you, Capricorn? Whoopsie. Okay, I'm going to put that back. My mind is a little distracted today, but you know, through thick and thin, we push through. Can't give up on difficult days. Got to push through on difficult days. Might not be perfect, but you show up and stuff happens. The skill, the will, the result. And it's especially good for you there, Capricorn, with your devil energy. Somebody that does what they like, you know. They are manifestors. They get things started and have this knack for creating. Okay. In which direction is the universe nudging you, Capricorn? Our Capricorn collective, all the goats in the house. Well, Temperance, maybe you're requiring a little bit of patience. Okay, let's have a look. What messages do cards have for our Capricorn? And in what direction is the universe directing you towards? Okay, sure. Strong energy there. Very aggressive energy. Very aggressive energy indeed. It's interesting that it should be followed by the Four of Swords. So we have the Five of Swords here in combination with the Knight of Swords. This is swift, direct, cutting off. It's like the action is very powerful. It's very immediate. It's cutting through anything. And with the Five of Swords here, it's kind of it's somebody who wins with an aggressive stance. In combination with the Knight of Swords, we've got a very aggressive stance, and the environment, the external environment, is promising to give you rest. It's promising to give you that peace and order that you are working towards, that you're the great purge. We have the Chariot here. This is also a warrior spirit. It's the warrior going off into achieve that victory. There is the plan in motion, and what this underlying message is that I'm getting here is that you might have been Swords energy thinking about this for a long time, but it's going to suddenly happen. Because once the wheels start turning and the momentum is created, there's no stopping it. And then straight after that we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning. Times are changing. It's promising to be very swift, very strong, aggressive energy, offering direction, but also like a withdrawal from all the chaos. So it's taking you out of this energy. That's what your environment is promising. It's like and these cards here are saying to you, this is in motion, you cannot change it, and it's good for you, and it's fated. The time is now. That's the message I have for you. Have we got any in reverse? I'm not reading energies tonight because I never started off reading energies. It has been a bit of a chaotic day, but I do believe the cards were calling my name, telling me to come and do a read, and me have a sip of water. And I can tell you that it seemed like everything was working against doing this reading, because I have been thinking about this reading since yesterday. I've been thinking, okay, this is kind of where in the direction I want to go. I definitely want to look at something more lighter. And then last night I was just very, very restless, but too tired to read. So I thought I'll start first thing in the morning. And my day just went haywire. And the helicopters, I think that's the third time it's flown over today. So we just carry on. We persevere. We turn the frown upside down and we push through. Take control of those thoughts. Focus them, build on them. Use that energy, turn it from being run away and negative to something positive. And we're going to read for Aquarius now. Whoa, Aquarius. Okay. This is quite a beautiful energy here. It's with the Eight of Wands, it's a lot of momentum. It's a lot of momentum. Those are your 4 cards, Aquarius. There's a lot of momentum here, and you have all the experience needed. You might have thought this all has been wasted, but in fact the universe is saying nothing is ever wasted, and that experience, that special experience that you have is going to be called upon soon. There's going to be action in that direction, and you're going to definitely hear from something out of the blue, something unexpected, and you're going to say, wow, how did that happen? And that's the universe. We have this might have something to do with communications and a very fast-paced environment. It might have something to do with a position where you have to make decisions quite quickly and on the go, shall we say. This is like somebody who is very focused on what they do. You're able to keep a clear, cool head and manage a very busy environment. That's what I'm seeing here. And that ability and your experience is going to bring you some wonderful results. It's going to bring you the sun. I mean, that is the brightest, happiest energy of the deck, apparently. So everybody says. A lot of freedom. You won't have to ask somebody else for permission. And I have a feeling you didn't expect this. That's the message I have for you. Some experience that you have is going to be called upon. It's going to be out of the blue. And the universe is saying, if you get news about an unexpected opportunity, especially if it's one where it's managing a lot under pressure, well, you should take it. This one's just shut off. Definitely you should take it. Nine of Cups there popped out, so that is very satisfied. It's always a bit of a thorn for me because it is only the 9, it's not the 10, but very satisfied and filled with promise and achievements. A contented energy. Right, and now we are moving on to Pisces. Pisces, in which direction is the universe nudging you towards? What messages do cards have for you today? In which direction is the universe nudging you towards? Pisces. Pisces Collective, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining Penn Tarot for this quick timeless 4-card read. What messages do the cards have? I'm really struggling today, I'm sorry guys. I'm just going to take it out as it wants to come out. Pisces, what I'm seeing here for you is that after a very long time of struggling, your breakthrough is coming. There's, you're not even going to see it happening. It's going to come out of nowhere and it's going to promise you a lot of recovery. So maybe your burden is lightened and there's more direction and a vision than previously. This is a card of gathering your strength after a difficult time. So there's a safe haven there for you. If you are concerned about the balance within the nature of this endeavor, your outcome is promising you that your experience will help you create the boundaries that you need to set in place in order for you to know that you can achieve this goal, that you can take on this role, that you can use your experience, use your intelligence, and your strategy is about boundaries. It's about ensuring that you have some space to yourself, and it's not all about the work, and that there's reciprocation. It's not just about reciprocation, it's about actually finding that point where you have that moment of clarity. It's like, that's how I need to do it, and I have everything in line to do it, and I'm in a position that's pretty good. So I think the universe is saying, make sure that you're not just going to make a whole lot of promises and get bogged down again like you have in the past. Make sure that you have, if they're saying yes, this is your expectations, that you know there's a contract to support that ethic. And that's the message I have for you, Pisces. Very strong, taking decisive action in your career, and I think it's career, but and this important nudging towards. Well, everyone, I just want to say thanks for joining me today through the rough moments. I knew it was going to be a bit rough today because I had a bit of a rough day, but I'm not going to allow that energy to dampen my spirits and redirect my intentions. So I had to kind of find myself and make a space to put myself out there again and keep the momentum for Penn Tarot, because I feel the universe is nudging me in this direction. And over the next day or two, I'll come up with our next reading, and hopefully we get some more subscribers so we can live stream. And until next time, stay blessed.